Welcome to the channel. This is Danny and Deonte After Dark. I am your host, Deonte. We have Danny in the building. She is on my sound tonight, and she's always on the soundboards, just making sure the sound is correct. So shout out to you, Danny. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get all notifications on all new content that we drop on the channel. Other than that, hit that like. Leave me a comment in the comment section. It's free. It's always free to show a little support. But anyway, we're back with some new news concerning Houston Rockets head coach Ime Udoka. He will reportedly be paying actress Nia Long $32,500 per month in child support for their 12-year-old son, who they now have joint custody of, according to court documents per The Blast. Shout out to The Blast. Shout out to market.com. Nia Long, who was 53, she gave Ime Udoka, who was 46, a break in child support payments because she is a wealthy actress. He was ordered to pay $56,389 at first, but Nia Long allowed the payments to be lower than $20,000. It's lowered by $20,000. That's good. Now, Udoka's monthly disposable income is $465,804, and their son spends 95% of the time with Long, who first wanted full custody and only visitation rights for him. The couple split up in 2022 after his alleged affair with a coworker while working as the head coach of the Boston Celtics, which ultimately got him fired. Man, you know, I wish I could make that type of money, first and foremost. I wish I had that much in disposable income every month. $465,000. Man. Oh, child support, I don't recommend that for nobody. If two consenting adults came together to have a child, why the hell are y'all going through the system to figure out y'all shit? Most of these systems are ran by Caucasians, which have zero clue about black families. All they see is distraught, hurt, bitter-ass black women coming down to the system to throw men under the bus and had them giving away all their money to the system to give to your kid, when you could just give the money directly to the child's mother or directly to the child. That's just my take on that. Why the hell does it take $32,500 per month to take care of a damn child that's 12 years old? What does a 12-year-old need $32,000 a month for? Please answer that. Somebody help me out. Somebody please help me. I get it. He might be in a private school or something like that. I don't know. I don't know their situation, what kind of expenses they have, but $32,000 is a lot for a child. It's a lot. Hell, I complain about me paying $875 a month for one child, because it's a bit much, not including my other kids I take care of. It's very expensive. So to pay $32,000, oh my goodness, that's a lot. But I'm glad they got this worked out where they could come to some kind of agreement without the child being caught up in a messy ass situation, because it only hurts the child in the end. You know what I'm saying? But that's a bit much. That's a bit much money. I'm glad that she took it easy on them. Some of these people don't believe in. Some of these women that take these men through the system, they want it all plus more. They want it in blood. They so bitter, they so hurt, they so spiteful. This the devil's advocate. They want it all from you. So I recommend when these men having these babies, choose your mate wisely, so you don't get caught up in no BS like you paying so much money and you barely see the child because you too busy working and try to make ends meet in your household. You might have moved on, had more kids in your own household, and you have a wife and you have all these other expenses to take care of, and here you go with child support, try to really take you to the ringers with no Vaseline. Just bend on over and take it. Seriously. Then you got these bullshit ass prosecutors and child support enforcement agencies with their prosecutors that get you up in court and try to emasculate you, to make it seem like you trying to get out of paying child support. Like I see it and hear it all the time. It's sad, man. Like, I don't know how some of these folks sleep at night when they throw these men under the bus. But in this situation, Ime Udoka brought this on himself with all the cheating and shit. Like, you cheat on Nia Long? What? Well, you got a family, man. It's best you keep it in-house and keep it solid. Keep it 100, man. Be committed to your family. Commit to your family. You know, I couldn't imagine me just sabotaging my family, and I come home to my kids every day. Every day I walk in the door, my kids grabbing me by the legs. Daddy. That's such a great feeling to see your kids, wake up to the kids, get them ready for school, take them to school, come home and get them ready for dinner, get them ready for bath time. It's just so much joy in seeing your kids and raising your kids in the same household. Took me a while to figure it out, but I got it. You know what I'm saying? But this situation right here, $32,000 a month, that's a lot. And I'm glad she took it easy because he could have been paying more. Seriously. Child support is not in the best interest of the men. They will take everything you have when your baby mother or your mother of your children decides to take it through the system. They will take everything you have. Luckily, he makes enough money being an NBA coach to sustain himself. But for men that are earning $40,000 or less a year and going through child support, my heart goes out to them, man. It really does. Now, what I don't condone is men who don't take care of their responsibilities. Yeah, those are the men that deserve to be on child support. But if you can come together with the mother of your child and y'all come up with an agreement to keep it out of child support and you stick with that agreement, I understand life happens, but that's where communication comes in. You do that. Communicate what's going on. Healthy communication. I talk about this a lot on my channel. Healthy communication. Healthy co-parenting. If y'all can't co-parent, it's a wrap. It's going to be 18 years or more of toxic behaviors on both ends. It's going to be toxic. Very toxic. It's going to be a mess. And the only person that is affected is the child. Really, seriously. I've seen so many situations where the child is brainwashed by the mother and the father is just shut out. I'm going through it myself right now. I've been shut out of my oldest daughter's life. And I don't know why. I don't know why. But the mother would come to child support and they listen to these women. They would listen, but when a man opened up his mouth, it gotta be some kind of law that protect men from this shit, man. I swear. But they let the mother bring up irrelevant stuff that has nothing to do with the case to make you look horrible. But as soon as you open up your mouth, oh, you got to shut the hell up. The judge wants you to shut up. They don't want you saying nothing. You're going to sit here and take this castration, this emasculation. You're going to take it. It's sad, man. It really is. It got to be some kind of law. Because at the end of the day, you have freedom of speech. You have rights to defend yourself. You can't defend yourself. You're not allowed to let them know what's going on in your life. Maybe you might have had a situation for a couple of months that enabled you to be able to make full payments or make any payments at all. You might have been jobless. You might have been laid off. You might have fell ill. Shit happens. But they don't want to hear it. They just want the money. I know men, including myself, that worked through the pandemic, risking it all. Risking it all. You know what I'm saying? Health, safety, and everything. That's life. You risk your life out here in this pandemic, man. But they don't care about that. They don't care that you have children living in your home, biological children, that you got to keep a roof over their head. But you paying child support to this outside chick. You know what I'm saying? That's bitter and got you jammed up. They don't, and some people don't tell the whole story. They would make it seem like you haven't done anything. They don't tell about the other little things you do to take care of your child. You know, child support is just the financial part. They don't, you have to look at it. Children like time. They like to spend quality time with their parents. It takes money to take care of a child. I'm not saying you shouldn't pay anything to make sure the child is taken care of. I'm not saying that, but when your child sees you, they don't see money. They see their parents. When you get older, your child is going to remember things not pertaining to money. They going to remember the time y'all spent, the fishing trips, the vacations, the movie nights, popcorn nights. They going to remember stuff like that. They going to remember going to the park, you pushing them on the swings. They don't look at all this money shit. And some of these women, especially our black sisters, y'all need to get y'all shit together. And brothers too, get y'all shit together. Be more involved with these kids, man, if you can. I understand sometimes this child support shit, and these women don't see it. All they see is money. All they see is, what have you done for your child lately? Oh, he needs more. She needs more. Oh, she's growing. Everybody fucking growing. Everybody needs shit. You know what I'm saying? But if this man was to fall sick today and wasn't able to do anything, what the fuck would you do? What the fuck would you do? Seriously. But now you put this man in a situation, and I'm speaking for men that's making $50,000 or $40,000 a year. You put this man in a situation where they taking most of his income, because child support, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. I was making about 50 grand a year in my early years of being on child support. About 41, 42,000 a year. The highest I made was about 50 grand. Child support was taking 24 to 28 of that. Y'all do the math. How the fuck is a man supposed to survive off of that? Paying rent, car note, gas and electric, food. Got to keep a roof over his head. He might have other kids. He might have the child want to come and spend time, right? Y'all want this man to live in a box so you can shit on him? Oh, my child can't come there. He don't have no stable place to live. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all can come to an agreement to where it makes sense for each party, that makes a lot of sense. It'd be a more healthy outcome for everybody that's going through this. But to have one person, I understand some of these women have the child 95% of the time. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But if you have a man that's able, y'all can split custody, or y'all can do 6 months and 6 months, or he get the child through the weekends, or he might want to have the child through the school year. Why not? That's just as much as his child as it is yours. You get these women that just want to control everything. They want to control the money. They want to control the time. They want to control the phone calls. And it's bullshit. It really is. It really is. And I'm not crying. I'm not complaining. I'm calling it the way it is, man. And you're going to have these bitter ass, stupid ass women that criticize this shit because they did it before. Oh, he's gay. Or why is that an argument? Like, every time a man open up his mouth and say the right shit, he got to be gay. Or he's a bitch. Or he's complaining. Or he sounds like he's been hurt. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. It's not about nobody being hurt. It's not about nobody's feelings being hurt. It's not about nobody being gay. That's the first attack I hear from women. especially black women. You know, black women can be the worst. I don't hear no other race of women that down their men the way black women down brothers. I just don't. I've never heard a white woman do it, and I'm just being honest. Publicly, I've never heard a white woman do it. Never heard a Indonesian or Indian woman do it. Never heard African women do it. Never heard Asian women do it. Never heard Jewish women do it. But when it comes to a black woman, oh my gosh, all over social media, all on these talk shows, all on the real reality TV shows, it's fucked up, man. It really is fucked up, because black men do not get a fair shake. And regardless of what angle you look at it, they don't get a fair shake in the workplace. They don't get a fair shake in society. They don't get a fair shake when it comes to law enforcement, when they go to court. They don't get a fair shake no fucking where. They don't even get a fucking fair shake with their own kids. It's sad, man. It really is sad. And we need more men to come together and stand up for each other, man. Because this shit I see going on is sickening. And you wonder why black men have the health problems they have, and they're dying faster than any other race of men. The bullshit we deal with. It's the bullshit. And our black women, they can care less. You have a select few that will advocate for black men, that really care for black men. I see them. I see y'all. And I commend y'all for that. But 90%, over 90% of these black women don't give a fuck about a brother. And I'm just being real. And Nia Long, I commend her for not going after this man for the whole support order. For $56K, that's a lot. For her to accept the $32,000, because she's very wealthy. She's a wealthy actress. Her career spanned over 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And she knows, hey, NBA coaching job can be taken away just like that. You be coaching one week, the next week your team go on a losing streak. Oh, they coming for your head. You out of there. You on the hot seat. You done. And you better hope you can get picked up on another team and don't have to be demoted to a assistant coach or a defensive coach or just some kind of admin position that doesn't pay as much as the head coaching position. You know what I'm saying? So I commend Nia Long for that. You got some women, they don't give a fuck. They will throw you under the bus, knowing that you can be the best man, best father, out here working, don't get in no trouble. But y'all force a man's hand to where he got to do illegal shit just to get by. Like, I've considered it years ago when I was jammed up with child support, and I'm out here working 2 and 3 jobs. Car might be down, walking miles and miles, catching buses just to get back and forth to work, keep a roof over the head. And I had one of my kids living with me, and I was paying child support. Still, it pushes your back against the wall. Like, okay, I got to do something. I got to make it happen some kind of way. And y'all women don't get it. Y'all just don't get it. It's sad, man. It really is. But, which brings me back, we have to be careful who we sleep with. Really get to know a person, because people don't take relationships or marriage serious these days. There's so much bullshit that goes into this in relationships. And that's why you see a lot of black men marrying outside their race or dealing with women outside their race. Because black women, I've noticed, is never enough. Nothing is never enough. They look for problems. They create problems. They create toxic environments for you. They create drama. Drama. Nothing but fucking drama. We deal with enough. The last thing we want to do is come home to drama. Or a motherfucker with an attitude. You wake up with an attitude. You waking up frowning. Bitch, be happy that you done woke up and God gave you another opportunity to get it right. What the fuck are you mad for? Why the frowns? You know what I'm saying? Life is not that hard. Life is what you make it. I'm serious, man. I don't even like to say the word bitch. But the way some of our sisters act, you know that Tupac song? You wonder why they call you bitch. You wonder why they call you bitch. I bet you. You wonder why I call you bitch. I get it. I was young when that song came out, but I understand it now. I really understand it. Being in relationships for the past 20 something years, I think about it like, I understand why that song came out. I understand why men are pushed to that point to where they just say, bitch, you got me fucked up. Seriously. Not a relationship I'm in now. Let's clarify that. Not the relationship I'm in now. Danny is great. But some of my past relationships, I'm like, wow. You can tell that some of these girls, some of these women didn't have the love from a father because their mothers probably was just as toxic as the women are these days. Push a man away. Men do not want to stick around with toxic ass behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Men will say, you know what? I don't got to deal with this shit. You know how many hoes it is out here? You know how much pussy it is out here to get? And I'm dealing with this. I'm telling you, men will bounce on your ass. Some men will stick around because they stupid. Stupid, sucker for love, feel like they can't get nobody else. Just love, just in love, just love, just a glutton for punishment. Man, I say find you some peace and move the fuck on. Find you some peace. But yeah, just wanted to share this story. Man, shout out to Nia Long for not taking his man up top. I mean, $32,000 still is a bit much, but he got it. He got it. If you're making over $500,000 a month, you got it. You definitely got it. Some of these players, some people in the NBA, some of these players in the NBA are earning like $500,000 a game. And it says here he has $498,000 in disposable income. That's disposable income. So he ain't really hurting. He good. But for the men that's making $32,500 per year and paying child support, they're hurting. Trust me. Trust me, ladies, they're hurting. But y'all, I don't give a fuck. It's sad that they got to go through the system. And I know some situations where a woman may be receiving assistance. She don't have any choice but to do it. That's what they say. That's what they tell you. But you do have a choice, ma'am. You do have a choice. There's ways around everything. Trust me. There's ways around a lot of shit. Just got to be smart with it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to jam these men up. If y'all could just come together, y'all both can still eat. Y'all both can still be great. Just because she done moved on, don't mean stop taking care of your kid. Just because he done moved on, don't throw him on child support. You got some men that will stop taking care of the kid when a woman moves on. Well, I ain't doing shit for him. I ain't doing shit for her. And stop doing what he's supposed to do as a father because he's mad that she done moved on with somebody else. That ain't no man shit. That ain't what men do. You know what I'm saying? And women, when you do meet a new man, that don't mean that he's the father. He doesn't automatically feel the biological father's shoes. Y'all got to know how to set boundaries, man. Y'all have to learn how to set boundaries. Seriously. Some of these women will say, oh, well, he stepped up. But this man been doing what he's supposed to do from the jump. But he stepped up and he's able to do more. Just the fucked up mentality. Fucked up. Then you wonder why people snap. Well, why did the guy snap and do this? It's the mind games, the games that women play. And this goes for different races of women. I've seen a lot of women play games with men when it comes to these kids. You don't do that. Don't play with no fucking man's child. Don't do that. But we going off into something totally different. I'm real sensitive about this shit when it comes to child support, custody battles, because I've been through the ringer when it comes to this shit, and I've always gotten the short end of the stick. Always. I've had the better living environment. I've had the educational background. I've had everything in place for my children. But the way the law's set up, they do everything in their power to keep these children with these dead, beat-ass women. They offer a woman a class. They offer them parenting classes before they place the child with their father. They do anything and everything they can to keep the child with the mother. And it's sad. It really is. Because in some cases, these children end up really hurt, really messed up when they're staying in environments that aren't healthy and that aren't structured for a child. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, it can take the joy out of being a father. I'm just being honest, women. The shit that we go through as men when it comes to these relationships with the mother of our children can take the joy out of being a father. It really can. And I hope y'all listening to this shit. It really can take the joy out of being a father. You know, and I'm just man enough to I'm man enough to say it. I'm just one of the few that's man enough to say it. But some of the shit that women do takes the joy out of being a father. You like, you know, I done tried this, I done tried that. You know, fuck it, I wash my hands. I can move the fuck on. If my child old enough to call and get in touch with me, then they can do that. I'm not finna sit up here and keep fighting, going back and forth, put myself in situations where I can go to jail. I know some women that say, well, you're gonna fight. You gotta fight. You gotta keep fighting. You go through hell and back to be around your children. Fuck that. I have a life to live. I have things I gotta accomplish. If I end up with a record where I can't work or I lose all my shit, my livelihood, I might go insane. Men might go insane. You know, I'm not the only person. We'd go insane. You lose everything, fucking around with some toxic ass woman. Yeah, so I get it. The shit that women pull will take the joy out of being a father. And we discussing this all over somebody else's situation with child support. But this is an example. She didn't take this man through the ringer. She agreed to settle for over $20,000 less. You know what I'm saying? That's a real woman. You got some women that know your circumstances. They'll say, I don't give a fuck. And you can be man enough. You know, you can be an adult about the situation, and you can go to your child's mother and communicate what your financial situation is or what's going on, and try to figure out a way to make it reasonable for everybody. And they don't want to communicate about that. Oh, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Stupid shit. Then when you just totally absent from the child's life, woman looking silly, the child looking silly, like, where's my daddy? My daddy don't want to spend time. You barely hear from the child. You know, it's crazy, man. But that's just how I feel about this. This is my take on this. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Danny and Deonte After Dark. Make sure you hit the like. Feel free to comment. This is a little touchy topic. I will dive deep more into this kind of topic on my lives. So feel free to join me on my lives Saturdays at 10 p.m. We can discuss this on Saturday. I welcome the smoke. I welcome the smoke with anybody that want to come up and debate me on this topic. I will shut your ass down so fast and make you feel so small and make you look yourself in the mirror like, damn, I welcome the smoke. Step up to the plate. This is Danny and Deonte After Dark. I'm out. Peace. For more content, don't forget to smash the like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.